Alright, so I know I started the set by talking about intimate parts, but it was like a conceptual thing, right? And we weren't maybe it was like a rough way to start, because it's like, you know, you don't start a flirtation feed, or like if you're on OkCupid, you don't send a dick pic. Wait, I'm gonna take that back, because pretty much everybody on OkCupid sends dicks. What the fuck, guys? Let's stop doing this, ruining people's lives with dick pics that are out in the world. But I recognize that the boner poem is kind of like a metaphor of a dick pic in some ways, and sometimes people aren't ready for that on your first message. So I want to say that I saw that, but I feel like now we've had a little bit of time to grow as people. Maybe you forgot that I sent you that metaphorical dick pic until I reminded you that that happened. And I'm going to try again. Are you guys okay to go back and revisit the intimate plane of conceptual metaphorical dick pics with me right now? This is, okay, excellent. So that's good. That's what I wanted. I wasn't sure, and I was prepared to move along and set, but I'm going to do this piece, which was in the lineup. So this is called I Cannot Protect You from What Comes Next. Is it strange to say that the first time I put on a condom was not the first time I had sex? A 12-year-old hand fumbling through Dad's medicine cabinet discovered the lifestyle and freed it from the box, and this was not the first time I'd experienced a condom. Well before 8th grade brought up abstinence and 9th grade brought up bananas, a 7-year-old swished through this bowl, so brightly colored that they must have been gums, and the nearby grown-ups laughed. You don't want one of those in your mouth, kiddo! So precocious. I terrorized my room that afternoon of discovery with my flappy blue phallus, swooping to the floor to retrieve the apparatus and test it some more. It was loose. I was too. I failed to grasp the instructions on the box, mentioned a fully erect wearer, and disregarding excitedly torn to the wrapper and suited up. Another year taught the error of my ways, which I realize makes me sound kind of ridiculous, but it's a great construction thing to point out that 2 more brought along free condom giveaways from the teen safety program. Condoms were so fascinating, sort of, though not really at all, the male equivalent of a tampon, right? Which I had seen a few times in both pre- and post-production. Gooey remainder affixed to a duet of leaves in the gutter. I marveled at the blood for a while, lost in thoughts about the world's strangest Band-Aid. My friends and I, already avid collectors, opened up secret condom stashes in our pog boxes and our card binders. It was the mid-90s after all. And every once in a while, when the hoard would grow too large, I'd crack open a couple for practice. No, masturbation in no way aided by use of a condom.
Bullshit.
But it is strange to say that when I finally had sex, I was more practiced with the condom than I was with the human body itself. That first time, the condom fit so easily, but everything else fit so awkwardly. I forgot how to use arms, legs, hips, lips, really everything except for the condom, which was right there. It's light blue, an embarrassing nod to how I felt in this supposed moment of becoming a man, which is to say, baby boy, to see me on that day putting into practice what I'd only seen done with fruit. I wish it wasn't so. You know, my most intimate moments equals my most hilarious. My most pained act fitted inside this act. I was so comfortable in losing a part of myself when I was just about to show off how talented I was at protecting me. Know this. I cannot always wrap things up so easily. Oftentimes there are issues, an already open package, or too much lube, or that air bubble that gets trapped between the shaft and the head, if you will, spilt milk. That's a pre-cum joke, you guys. It's okay. Nobody laughs at that joke, because it's sad. It's very sad to do that. But the honesty is there, right? That nobody wants that. That's the biggest problem of all. But look, it takes whimsy, it takes guts to undress yourself, and it takes whimsy to cover just a bit of that back up. And I'd like to use both of those bits more. And now I'm not actively talking about my penis or my condoms. So It's a metaphor, you guys. It's this writing, which always feels so awkward for me, exposing myself to you and asking you to take me as I am and have always been when I am always trying to keep from bursting. It's not that I don't want to be raw, I just need to feel safe. What a strange thing to say.